Annsley, the day of the tornado, what were your initial feelings in that moment?
I had just worked like 6 or 7 nights in a row, night shifts, and my phone was buzzing, the alert, and that's what woke me up. And I heard the sirens going off at the same time whenever I woke up. I live with my sister and 2 dogs, and I grabbed some pillows off of her bed, and I made us get in the bathtub, and we each held one of the dogs, and then we put the pillows on our head, and then the power went out. The door flew open in the bathroom. The house started shaking. It sounded like we were in a blender, in a car accident at the same time. And then when we went up the stairs, I noticed this huge hole in the ceiling in my living room and all the insulation falling all over the furniture and water coming in because it was pouring rain. Coming out for the first time, I just felt like grateful that all what just happened there didn't happen like 6 feet this way to the house when we were in it. 5 or 6 guys from my D group came and just started like helping me pack things and move all of my living room furniture out into the garage, and they just started doing things without me even telling them to, which was like really relieving because I didn't know what to do. So that was really, really nice, and I feel like a gift from God that they came. It was very comforting to have like familiar faces that went out of their way to like come straight here, even before they went to their own houses, because some of them couldn't even get into their own neighborhoods. So my D group for literally a week and a half straight was here every single day. People brought food, people brought me an ice chest, the girls packed up all my clothes, they cleaned my furniture. People from Midtown already had cleared my front yard, and I didn't even ask them to. They just were moving along the street and had already finished mine by like 6 a.m. People just kept showing up and saying, what can I do? And I know that their life, didn't stop. They still had jobs to go to or things to take care of.
How has that impacted your perspective on community, biblical community?
For a year, like we've had D group here, and like every Sunday, my house has been full of my D group, and I felt like it was a blessing to get to host them here and cook for them and serve them and become close with people I didn't know at the beginning of the year. I was used to taking care of them. I don't really like to be taking care of myself, so it was a little like a role reversal, and that I guess I needed to learn something, and I did. So also, he left the bird feeder here in the tree that the birds sit on. So I felt like immediately, like when I came out here and saw that, I thought of like that he even takes care of the birds, so why would he not take care of me?
Yeah. What's the word that comes to mind when you think of how your D group showed up for you?
Just there. I think there.
For the person who is self-sufficient, doesn't really like taking help, what is the value of a D group for that specific person?
You might be able to be alone when things are going good, and you might be able to be self-sufficient on a normal day, but on like one of the worst days of your year, then it might feel unbearable. And God doesn't want us to be alone. He wants us to be in community. And anytime you're thinking, or I've thought, I'm better off by myself, that has just been a lie from the devil. I think everyone should do it, because you never know when a tornado might hit your house.